Constitution ensured that even in the matter of an amendment,
Yes.
the President has to still go through the route of Article 370, bracket 1.
Absolutely, absolutely. Therefore, in the stricto sense, Article 368 principles of getting it ratified will not be applicable to when it comes to 370. Only the recommendation is required, which has a very, very limited.
When additional safeguard was introduced.
Correct.
And that safeguard is not merely in matters which require ratification by half the states.
Correct.
But any constitutional amendment has to go through the process of Article 370.
370.
In relation to J&K.
J&K.
As it then stood.
Yes, that's right. But however, reading these two articles in a different language will make either of them redundant. Otherwise, straight away we can go under Article 368 for any kind of amendment of the Constitution.
Other amendment provisions will have impact on different states.
Correct.
It's the provision which only has an impact on
when the larger power under Article 368 itself is conferred for the purpose of certain amendments of the Constitution. When 368 itself is available, there is no question of applying 370. Reading in any other form makes 370 redundant. Or if you apply 370 in any other form, 368 makes redundant.
It's always been put to us that 373 was a self-destructive mechanism so far as 370 is concerned. That we've already noted.
Chandrachud, what you're probably trying to highlight is that the argument that the federal structure gets affected because of abrogation of 370 should not be accepted for the reason that the federal structure is protected by 368 itself. And you cannot say that federal structure is diluted in case 370.
370 is concerned. So federal structure is applied and protected under Article 368 and under Article 370. There is no such strict application of federal structure for the purpose of Article 370. Any other interpretation would in a way makes either 370 or 368 a redundant provision. No constitutional provision. So therefore, power conferred under Article 370 is a unique, superior power. It is neither a constitutional power, nor a legislative power, nor an executive power. However, it has the flavor of all three. It is a superior power conferred under the Constitution on the President. The Article 368 that the stricter.
If the proviso has to be followed, then what happens to the requirement therein?
No, the requirement is correct, but the yardstick is totally different. We can't equate with the procedure required to be followed under Article 368. proviso need not be in stricto sensu, it need not be followed. And when it's a plenary power, it need not be read with the limitations as held in R versus Burra, which has been applied in the Keshavananda Bharati.
Thank you,
And-
Mr. Nathan. Thank you very much, Mr. Nathan. Mr. Jetnani?
Clarification. Whether the power is constitutional power, executive power, or administrative power. But that exercise is irrelevant. It is a sui generis power, given only in one article to the highest constitutional. That's not the.
Yes, Mr. Jetnani.
Now I appear for the interveners in 171690.
Could you repeat that, Mr. Jetnani?
But I number 171690 in in the lead petitions. In the lead petitions, I am the intervener. But my clients,
In 1047.
yes, in 1037.
1037.
My clients basically are members of the Gujjar Bakarwal community in Jammu and Kashmir. They're members of a scheduled tribe. And now they constitute 73.25% of the total scheduled tribe population of Jammu and Kashmir.
73.25%.
73.25%. But of course, we strongly support the amendments for the reason that the provisions in the Constitution pertaining to scheduled tribes, 330, etc., were never applied.
But Mr. Jetmalani, your knowledge is theoretical unless you can state with certainty before us that you have driven around in Ladakh. Have you gone? Have you been?
I've been to Ladakh. I have been to Ladakh. But Manoj, many years ago, many years ago, Manoj, in the days when houseboats used to flourish, in those days. And they've come back now.
Houseboats are not there in Ladakh. I have not seen a houseboat in Ladakh.
No, houseboat in Srinagar and then from there on. Why don't you go there? I'm told a lot of people go there now. It's go there and take a look for yourself. Empirical evidence will stare you in the face.